This is the strongest cold front of the year coming down that we're going to beat into.
I'm actually kind of excited and nervous at the same time. It could be a rough night.
Yeah.
But I'm ready.
All right, well, we're just starting to feel the first cooler bits of cooler air. We just spotted 2 little baby water spouts.
We might have a microburst and have 60, 70 knot winds out of nowhere.
We just tapped 40. But right now we're back down to about 29, 30.
Made it down below. I'm super seasick.
You think I'm worth the anger? Do you think I'm worth the pain?
Previously on Project Atticus.
Today's a big day for me because I'm joining a really cool offshore sail charter on a sail from Isla Mujeres to Pensacola, Florida. One of the reasons I'm doing this sail is to become a better sailor so that I can start to trust myself more. Alex, so we got a fish on. What kind of drew you to the ocean?
I wonder if we all are a little bit. But she got a natural draw. Look at this.
This is what everybody dreams of, nice smooth seas, full sail, and just packing miles under the keel.
All right, morning, second morning, third morning?
Third morning.
Third morning on Sail Libra. Really pretty morning. We're going almost 7 knots on about a broad reach. I'm gonna head down below and Captain Ryan's gonna show me his secret biscuit recipe. So good. Alright, we've got the gravy cooking down below. I've been told that the sunrise is really pretty. Oh, it is pretty. Captain Ryan said we should enjoy this moment because we're going to be getting into some nasty weather tomorrow. So I'm going to try to remember this moment when I'm getting ready to puke.
Beautiful morning.
I know. Did you get some good rest?
Slept like a baby.
Good.
Love sleeping on the boat.
Yeah.
Especially when the water's this calm.
Yeah. Breakfast cooking. Yum! Biscuits, sausage gravy, eggs, bacon, potatoes. Yum! You did a little spin for me. I think that's as far as I'm going.
It's not even halfway. 8 more steps.
Trying to make it to the spreaders, but kind of overcoming my fear of heights. There's Bo hanging out.
Almost there, a few more steps.
Well, little by little I made it. Okay, well, we're reducing sails because you can see the front line coming through behind me, so we're just getting prepared. Right now we're gonna put a reef in the main.
All right, let's go.
All right, so I'm just hanging out in our reefed main. You can see the squall line that we're going into up ahead. So we went ahead and reefed the main, put up the heavy weather storm staysail, and then doused the mizzen. So it's the calm before the storm. Who's nervous?
So we have a frontal, like an Arctic front coming down. They hit the Gulf of Mexico typically with a pretty hard fury. We're expecting winds 35 to 40 knots, potentially. We're gonna prepare for way more than that just in case. It's about 100 miles worth of rain, so with our forward speed and it's kind of coming at us, we anticipate being in it for 6 to 8 hours.
I'm just starting to realize that part of the kind of like downside of passage making, I think, is the anticipation of bad weather. Not so much the actual bad weather. Once you're in the bad weather, it just sucks. But kind of like anticipating it and wondering what it's going to feel like, that's a little bit uncertain and it kind of lingers. So the cold front's going to hit sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. And it's like I'm just trying to enjoy right now.
I'm actually kind of excited and nervous at the same time.
Me too, I feel ya.
Could be a rough night.
Yeah.
But I'm ready. I say that because I'm not sick right now. Yeah, ask me like at midnight.
Okay, I will.
when I'm puking up these Pop-Tarts.
Just starting to feel the first kind of cooler bits of cooler air. You can see the ominous line forward of us. So that's where we're heading. You can see the front right there. Heading kind of straight for it.
The nature of clouds is the wind is different under the clouds than it is out here. So we don't know if we go under a cloud if we're going to have no wind. Or we might have a microburst and have 60, 70 knot winds out of nowhere. Now it doesn't last very long, but if you're not prepared, that can be pretty traumatic. So kind of watching to get an idea, you can, hopefully we'll be able to see on the water, give us an indication if we're going to have a lot of wind or no wind. So until it starts raining, I'm going to sit right here and watch.
We just spotted 2 little baby water spouts potentially over there and over there. So we just adjusted course to starboard a little bit. Now we're heading this way. Getting a little bit bigger.
It is bigger. Bigger and closer.
Yeah.
Bigger and closer. We just tapped 40, but right now we're back down to about 29, 30. We're right in there. Boy, looks close. We're just trying to get through the initial wall of this squall line, right?
Okay.
This is the front edge, the leading edge of the cold front that we're going through. We've been looking forward to this for days. We knew we were going to get caught in it, so.
Once the storm hit, I felt a little powerless. It was like, unless something went terribly wrong, there was nothing for us to do except watch the chaos around us and hope for the best for hours on end.
We're all hanging out in the cockpit, tethered in. Here's my tether right here. Boom. And we're just kind of crossing our fingers that we can get through this. It's about blowing at about 35 knots.
So we punched through here on this southwestern side of the storm where there was barely any weather. We saw water spouts and everything in this really red area here. We punched through that little sliver right there where we didn't get a whole lot of rain, and now we're actually on the back side of the storm. So the back side of the front. So the brunt of all of the heavy rain
We're on the back of the front.
should be to starboard. 36 knots of wind, still making 5 knots of boat speed. And hard to hold camera. Big waves every now and then. this for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. 24 more to go. Excited, right? Fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We were all scared, tired, and seasick, tethered into the cockpit together. But again, all we could do was wait, so it wasn't long before we started cracking jokes and trying to make light of the situation.
Man, all I know is that Lieutenant Dan, he's full of shit. Nobody's going to climb this mast in weather like this.
Just as we began to lighten up and get comfortable with the noises and motion of the storm, the bilge pump alarm went off, meaning that a significant amount of water was somehow getting into the boat. So the crew went into emergency mode and scoured the boat to find the leak despite being tossed around in 40 knots of wind and getting severely seasick.
But if you'll look, if you'll flip this lid up, or maybe even the corner of that mattress in the back, because we know it's coming down this side. See if it's coming down. If it's coming from the trunk. They're gonna move the bed over that side. I think it's close to what it was. We had a stopped up deck scupper.
Somehow, a side deck scupper had clogged during the storm, causing a large pool of water which was unable to drain to make its way into the boat. So we unclogged the scupper and water stopped trickling into the bilge.
Alright, well, it's pretty rolly out here. I'm gonna try to head down to my bunk, get some sleep. I made it down below and I'm just tossing and turning. I'm super seasick, but I'm just gonna try to not move too much and hopefully fall asleep. Oh, good morning. 7 o'clock. Been asleep for like 11 hours. That's crazy. Is that right? Yeah, it's been 11 hours. Yeah, we've been in this storm, but right now it's not that bad at all. But yeah, it was a very bangy, loud, stressful night. Time for some breakfast. Bagels. Everything takes 20 times longer when you're doing it underway. Wind's about 75 degrees off of our starboard bow, so we're going to try to pick up some speed by letting out the jib, and we're going to leave the staysail out, leave the second reef in the main, and see if we can get some speed. Going 7 knots, we've got the jib and the full main up, and we are just cruising along. It's very pleasant. Everyone seems to be just kind of enjoying the calm.
I look like a grizzly bear. This is what I look like when I've been up all night. Desiree slept 11 hours. 11. Through like 15-foot seas. The water had 3 feet of deck over it the whole time. She was in like a little watery graveyard in her bed down there, just comatose, knocked out. Never picked up, see if we were okay. She just slept right through it.
Watch for foot, watch for. But these are the go-to gourmet on a sailboat.
So you're saying you might have actually enjoyed some parts of it?
Last night, the rough seas and experiencing that, you know, the change in weather like that. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. It was fun. The only reason, the one reason it was hard to enjoy is because of the fear of seasickness, which I have gotten my fair share of this trip.
Kim just sent me a text. She said last night was the kind of stuff that either makes or breaks your desire to be a sailor. So I hope everybody can take that lesson with them and find the positive in what we went through last night.
Make or break you, honey.
I never want to get on another boat again. I am so done with this shit. No, I'll wait in the parking lot.
What do you think, Bo?
Just a warm up. I was excited.
Yeah.
A little bit nervous, but it's good. I enjoy it. I love boating, so really love sailing too. I wish I'd have discovered it about 20 years ago.
What do you think, Brenda?
Badass Brenda.
Badass Brenda.
Badass Brenda.
Just part of the adventure.
Alright, it is about 6 o'clock and the sun's coming up a little bit, trying to peek out through the fog. We should be getting into this little channel soon and gonna see land for the first time in 3 days. Yay! America!
Welcome to Pensacola. We are probably 2 miles outside the jetties right now, outside the Pensacola Pass. Not really the jetties.
It is so cold! I'm freezing!
We got to alert everybody we're here. We'll honk the horn.
Land ho!
For the longest time, I thought there was something wrong with me because I wasn't learning everything I needed to know to be a good sailor and cruising partner quickly enough. After spending 5 days crossing an ocean with people totally new to cruising, I realized for the first time that my biggest problem is lack of confidence. I now know that I have learned a lot in the past 5 years. I am a good sailor and crewmate. I do have good instincts, and I can handle rough situations. I still need to practice captaining Atticus on my own, but I know that I'll get there. It might not happen overnight, but I'm finally okay with that.
It's pretty close. It's within a couple of feet. Then you blow the horn. Okay, that just alerts everybody that we're here. And I have a big horn I like to blow it.
Getting closer to the dock, so Ryan's making sure his hair's looking good.
Oh my goodness.
How's it feel, Paul?
A little shaky. Welcome back home. Welcome to America.
I feel like I'm gonna fall on being on the ground again.
Yeah, it started.
Very dizzying.
Right? Well, we arrived safely, docked. Libra feels a lot different now that she's not moving. Pretty sad that's over.
Let's have a big here to Captain Ryan.
Thank you. And I appreciate having all of you. Thanks for signing up for the trip. It was a pleasure having you all aboard. Everybody did great. I think we had a great trip. A record-setting day. That's going to be hard to beat. 225 miles in one day. That's a long ride on a sailboat. 225 miles. Not a lot of people can say that they've done that under sail.
Hi, good to see you. Hi, had a good trip. Desiree. Good.
That was awkward.
Although we had all started out as complete strangers only 3 days ago, after going through such an intense experience and coming out the other end together, we now felt like old friends, reaching a level of comfort with each other that I wasn't expecting when I signed up for the trip.
Take care of yourself. Your lifestyle is fantastic. I mean, really. And the leadership.
Yeah?
Your husband should be proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
It was very cool. We've learned so much in this trip, and it was from you guys.
Oh,
So
thank you. This is goodbye, Libra. I'll miss you. And hopefully we'll have lots of adventures together down the line. It took me a long time to enjoy passage making and to get tough enough to be able to handle passage making. It's not all beautiful sunrises and sunsets and dolphins. It can be scary, frustrating, uncomfortable. But this trip does an incredible job of highlighting one of the inevitable aspects of a cruising lifestyle, which is getting from country to country. If you're considering cruising at all, passage making is an essential part of cruising. So if you have the opportunity to come on this boat and experience what I did, it really, it's a special boat, special crew, special charter, you know. So yeah, gonna enjoy my last sunrise aboard Libra, pack up the car, and head down the road.
Next week on Project Atticus.
Well, it is potentially our last morning in Guatemala. I'm getting real excited to head to Honduras. Ever since we bought Atticus, I wanted to take her over there. It's so pretty.
35 feet deep right here. We're probably 20 feet from the shore. Literally, some of these trees are like above us. We gotta be careful not to let them touch the mast.
Honduras is probably the worst country in the Caribbean for piracy.
We decided to put on just our deck level running lights because we heard there is a little bit of piracy on the northern coast of Honduras. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is there was like a haze in the distance. Hey guys, I'm here with Captain Ryan from Sail Libra. We just got back from a 650 nautical mile offshore passage. I feel a lot more experienced. I met a lot of first-time cruisers, first-time passage makers. So it was a really great way to kind of boost your confidence out there. If you have no idea what it's like to cross an ocean, it's nice to be able to do it on somebody else's boat.
That's true. And if you would like to experience what Desiree did, sail on over to saillibra.com and enter promo code PA Offshore for your special discount.
And we'll get a kickback, and you'll get a discount, and everyone wins. So hope to see you out there on the big blue. Take care, guys. Hey guys, coming to interested in sailing, if you come, and when you're
does that mean edit when you do the
yeah
Jordan, does that mean edit, like cut that out? I won't do any
if you do, he just cuts it out.
Blah, blah.